Hey, what is up guys, EK's here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the first time that I got suspended, and it's not that crazy of a story. Other times I got suspended are way more crazier, but, so let's just get into the story, right? So, I was in, I'm not even sure the grade, it was like a year ago, right? A year ago or 2 years ago, and I'd go to school, I thought it was going to be a normal day, like every other school day, you go to school, you think it's going to be a normal day, something happens, it's not a normal day, but, alright, so, I go into my first period, everything's good, right? I go into my second period, everything's good. Third period, it felt a little bit off. The principal kept checking into my class, looking at me, and just walking out, like, I was like, alright, and he would normally do that, but, like, this time he did it, obsessively, and eventually when he came in, he went up to me, and then, like, he was just, like, standing by me, and I was like, what's going on? Why do you keep coming in? He's like, oh, I was checking out the class, and I was like, alright, in my head, and fourth period, I had lunch, right? So fourth period, I get called up to the office, right? So I'm in the office, I'm waiting for the principal to, like, go in his office, see what's up, and some kid told the principal that I was gonna fight this kid that I don't even know after school, right? After school. I didn't even know the kid. And this kid was like, oh yeah, he wanted to fight him after school. And, like, literally, that's what the principal said. And I was like, alright, I'm not gonna fight him. And he was like, well, it's still against the school rules to plan a fight. And I was like, I didn't even plan a fight. You could ask any of my friends. Because I was just with my friends all day in class, like, doing my work. And he was like, well, you're still gonna have a suspension, right? So, it was because he didn't want to suspend me that day because there was, like, a test in every single class. Which I got lucky on. But, I'd just be like, I'm sick from my suspension. Which I did. But, anyways, what ended up happening was I get to my fifth period, which is my elective, and I'm just chilling in my elective, and the kid that I was supposedly gonna fight was in that class, right? He comes up to me and he's like, so we're still gonna fight, right? And I was like, what? Like, I didn't even know the kid, so I was just hecka confused, you feel me? And he was, like, just, like, being hecka aggressive, and I never spoke 2 words to the kid. And he was so mad at me. Apparently, I took this girl or something. I didn't even have a girlfriend at the time. Like, I never had a girlfriend before at the time, I think. Yeah, I never had a girlfriend before, like, an actual girlfriend, right? And so I was like, what? I'm single, what the heck? I've never had a girlfriend, right? And he was just like, well, my girl said that, she likes you. And I was like, I don't even know your girl, who is she? And she's like, he was like, you know who you are, people normally say that. And I was like, right. He was like, so we're gonna fight after school. And I was like, what? No. Like, I was so confusing. I was like, what? No, like, just not trying to get into a fight. And he was like, we're still gonna fight after school no matter what you say. So this kid had like 3 friends in the entire school. So, I get out of the 5th period, I go into 6th period. 7th period is last period, which is PE for me. And both of his friends are in there, and him. So they come up to me, and they just push me, right? And I'm like, okay, so we're gonna fight. And then, because I'm not that much of a fighter. And what ended up happening was, no one knew about this in the entire school, because I didn't tell anyone, but I guess, like, now, if anyone watches and knows it's me, then they're gonna know. So, no one knew about this, and so he's like, let's fight in the bathroom, I don't want to get in trouble for this. So I was like, alright. I go into the bathroom with him. That doesn't sound right, but I go into the bathroom with him. That just doesn't sound right. Right, I'm sorry, I'm going back to the story. But, alright, so we go into the bathroom. He squares up and everything. His friends are, right behind him. I thought they were gonna jump me. But then he says, hey, he tells the scrawniest friend to fight me. He says, hey, go fight him. I'm just gonna watch out. And I was like, like, it's the most weirdest thing to fight. For someone to ask to fight you and then someone else fight you, it's just weird. And so the scrawniest friend, he squares up. He's like half my size. And he goes to punch me, and it didn't hurt. Like, I just stood there, and he looks at me, like dead in the eye and just looks at me and starts punching me more. And then I just punch him in the temple, and like he just started to cry. And I was like, I feel bad now. So I helped him up, and then he tried to kick me, but he missed and fell on the floor again. So I was like, all right. And then the principal walked in the bathroom, right? The principal just like randomly like just walked in the bathroom. He's like, what is happening? And I was like, why would you come in? Like, because I always ask like why first before I get in trouble. I was like, why are you in the bathroom coming? He's like, well, this kid told me that you and him are fighting. So what ended up happening when I came back to school, what ended up happening was the kid was trying to get me in trouble because I supposedly took his girl, right? So that's why he walked out of the bathroom to go tell the principal that me and his friend were fighting, right? And I literally explained that to the principal, and the principal was like, oh, okay. And he believed me because, like, you know, I didn't get in trouble before this point, right? So he believed me, and he was like, okay, well, you only have 1 day suspension. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I took my 1 day, I said I was sick, and never got caught for it. But that's pretty much it for this video. Like, subscribe, share, you feel me, comment, do all that. Turn on post notifications for a free cookie. I sound like a sellout right now, but that's pretty much it for this video. Peace.